We get gifts from our parents. They're big gifts. And it's to Brock and Brody. And we're like, oh, well, whatever. And there's no, that is not, dude. And like, what am I going to do with the Connect? like, I really wanted this one Nerf gun, and it was called a Rhino Fire. It was like a turret. And my birthday comes around, and I see this huge present. And I was like, it's got to be it. But the thing is, it's labeled Brody. So, like, I open my gift. I can't even remember what it is because I didn't give a f***. It wasn't mine. It was clearly Brody's gift. And I watched as Brody opened the Rhino Fire, and I lost my mind. Like, I was not okay with that, dude. Like, I was like, are you serious? Me and Brock, we played hockey, started at 5 years old, stopped playing like when we were like 15. We were always very competitive with each other. Like, there was one time we were having a scrimmage at practice, and it was me versus you, and I just knew within my heart, like, I had to put Brock in his place, dog. I've never tried harder for anything in my life. I don't even remember the game. It's just a haze to me now, but I ended up like beating you by like 1 goal, and then I just like time there was I carry it into my normal life. I work in a kitchen, right? So when we go around a corner, we're usually carrying something. So you always say corner when you're going around a corner. And I do that at school all the time. The other thing that we do is when we walk behind somebody, we say, behind you. And I do that in my daily life all the time. The normal people that do not work in a kitchen do not like that. When you're behind them and you're just like, behind you. It's like, it's so weird.
This video is sponsored by World of Tanks. Can I just get back to the... In a minute! If somehow you don't know already, World of Tanks is a massive online multiplayer game available for PC, console, and mobile. If you've ever wanted to obliterate people in historically accurate and insanely fun tanks, please invite me. But for now, this game will do. With a huge arsenal of tanks, there's a tank for every playstyle. Sneaky, agile, guns blazing like an idiot, that one's me. No matter how you play, there's a tank for you. World of Tanks is free to play with millions of players waiting for you to join them. So do it! Click the link in the description and use the code COMBAT. Using this code gets you a free Cromwell B tank, 250,000 credits, 7 days of premium access, and 3 tier 6 rental tanks for 10 battles each. That's so much stuff! This code is only for new players who register through the Wargaming portal, so go do that now. Now, look me in the eye. Hey there. I'd really appreciate it if you download this game. Just for little old me. I think you'd like it. Oh, okay, I'll download it. That's code COMBAT, all caps, through the link in the description. Thank you again to World of Tanks, and back to the video.
So, me and my girlfriend, we're going on a road trip. I'm getting a little tired, so we pull over. I let her drive, and we turn around, and I'm just like checking my phone. As we're coming up on this bridge, I see the bump that I'd hit earlier, and it's like, it's pretty significant. I'm like, she sees that. She's gonna slow down. It'll be fine. I keep looking at my phone. We're not slowing down, and by the time I look up, it's just too late. Like by the time that I'm like, maybe you should, and then ba-dunk. I was like, holy, we gotta take her easy. Like, and I look beside me, and my hubcap is flying down the highway beside me, and I was like, oh my god, my hubcap, pull over! And I had to run out of the car into the ditch to grab my hubcap, and it was still rolling when I got out of the car. It came right to me. You know when you're a kid and you have no perception of money at all?
Yeah.
Dude, I got $50 for my birthday one time.
This is the Chihuahua.
I got $50 and I was like, Mom, Dad, I want a Chihuahua. And the reason you thought that, I remember, is because like they're a small dog. Yeah, I was like, they can't cost that much. It's just this little thing, dude. It's like just a little guy. You want to talk about your diploma exam? Yeah, all right, we can talk about that. So in your senior year, you take a final exam, and it's a very, very important exam where we live. I decided to start off by giving my boy a coffee. When I walked into the classroom, I just, and then they have to like, and I'm like, teacher sees me, and she's like, oh, go for it, little buddy, all right? You spit. Whatever. Okay, well, I don't know what it is about you, buddy, but for some reason, there's I don't know how to start a video, dude. I never do.
What's up, guys? Today we're back with Brody Animates, and we're going to be talking about strangers. Isn't that right?
Holy, that is
Also, wait a second. We're here in person.
We're here in person, live from Canada. This guy, he just showed up. I didn't even invite him or nothing. Like, he's just here. Today we're going to be talking about strangers. Some of the people I know are weird, and some And some of the people I haven't met are weirder. The first story I got for you, this one's straight from Canada. I was in Edmonton. Edmonton is like Calgary, but a little bit worse. Don't tell nobody I said that. We were walking down the street. I see a Wendy's. I'm hungry. Dude, I'm gonna get me a burger. This guy I'd seen walking on the road, he comes in and his entire butt is just hanging out of his pants. Just bare butt, talking to the employees. He doesn't even order a burger. They hand him a napkin with 2 strips of greasy bacon on it. And then he just takes that and leaves. That's the entire interaction that we had. I just looked at him and I was like, what the hell?
When I'm outside with other human beings, I am trying so hard not to be a disruptive member of society. For me to put on my Karen wig and to be like, ugh, you know, like that's a lot. My story also involved waiting in line at a fast food place.
People are at their lowest when they go through a drive.
The worst parts, the worst members of society. Oh, cut that out. I was waiting in line at the soda machine, and this guy, he just had his cup, and then he was just holding it down on the ice machine. The ice machine was making this sound like it was definitely out of ice. You know, it's just like, ee. I'm waiting for him to realize this. Then a line starts forming behind me, and the guy's still just holding his cup on the ice machine, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to say something. He looked like a foreign tourist. So I'm also giving him the benefit of the doubt of like, maybe this is his first time being at an American ice machine.
This is his first time at a Taco Bell.
Exactly. He doesn't know. I would just go, I think it's out of ice. You know, that's all I said. I think it's out of ice. But then he just speaks in like full perfect English. Oh, is that what it is? And I was like, yeah. And then I just remember sitting down just being like, that was so much. That took so much out of me. My talk today drained me. Have you ever met me at VidCon?
I met you in
Wait a
the
second.
Lego store.
Oh, that's right.
Do you remember? In front of the giant Lego
Yeah.
float, and we did the
Yeah. Was that with Swoosh and everyone?
with Swoosh and Nick.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a lot.
That was 2019.
People always ask me what's the weirdest fan interaction I've had, and it's probably this, where
This
someone
kid in a Lego store.
there's this guy. He asked, "Hey, can you lick me?" I was like, "What? No, I'm not gonna lick you." And I thought he said, "Can you lick me?" What he really said was, "Can I lick you?"
Oh,
And-
oh, that's fun.
See, literally, he like clarified and then was like, no, not that, the other way. Because it was like that, I was like,
You did not lick him.
no, I didn't lick him. He licked me.
You let him lick you.
Yeah.
You let a stranger lick you because he asked.
Anything for a fan. What would you rather do, Brody? Would you rather lick a stranger or have a stranger lick you?
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Definitely not. Neither. First of all.
Brody, gun to the head. Does a stranger lick you?
$100,000.
Does a stranger lick you or you lick the stranger?
Stranger licks me.
See,
all right?
that's
Stranger
the
licks
better-
me,
that's the
all right?
better option.
But you can put your foot down. You can just tell them they're a freak. You can do that. When I was in 8th grade, we had a talent show, and I was like, "Well, I don't got no talent." Like,
You have to be in the talent show?
well, I want to
wanted to-
participate. You know, like
I wanna be
I
on
want
stage.
to. How do I participate when I'm talentless? I was like, can I submit a video? Couple hundred people in there. They pull down the projector.
Yeah.
This one's from Brody Butcher. He makes cartoons on the internet. Brody animates. Let's give it a watch, guys. Silence.
Oh!
Silence at the whole thing, bro.
I think an 8th grade talent show, you're not going to see Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift performances, you know?
They were all better than mine.
Oh, no.
For context for this one, I might have to do a little announcement. I have a girlfriend. What?
That's what Anthony did to me.
We've been together for a good amount of time, so
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. It feels weird to talk about.
They're going
But-
to hear you.
We've been together. Like,
Brody is taller than me, and his girlfriend is taller than him. So they're a tall couple.
my girlfriend's 6'4".
Good job, man. Good job, man. Good job.
We're moving to a bigger city, and some of the places are just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
There was one place we went to. There's dirt, leaves everywhere outside. We open the door. It's the same on the inside. The dude, no disrespect, does not look like a landlord. He's wearing like fresh new Nikes and a giant gold chain. I'm like, okay, all right.
Exactly what a landlord is.
That's what it feels like. Our heads are scraping the ceiling. You could see like drips on the walls from like leaks and stuff. The dude, he's like, if anything breaks, we're not gonna fix it. because in 8 months we're gonna demolish it. Just be aware of that. And I was like, dude, you want me to live here? Like,
And I'm assuming no, you didn't go with that one.
actually we did. So watch out for the wrecking balls.
We don't go outside that much, do we, Brody?
No, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Except, well, you did work at one point.
At Subway? Don't say it. Don't you dare say it.
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
Give me the microphone. I even like when I was working at the Subway, I was like going out of my way to like not be disruptive or bothering people, you know? I even mentioned this in the video. There was like some kids stealing a bag of chips and I asked them like, oh, anything else? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, I got nothing else to do here then.
How dare you not have loyalty to your corporation?
They're paying me the legal lowest amount they could pay me, you know? Those kids were probably your age, Brody.
Probably.
And now they're like seniors in high school. Time just moves forward.
You're
doesn't
old,
it?
man.
Ah!
I've had 2 jobs other than YouTube. One of them was being a referee. I talked about that in the videos. The other one was just picking up garbage.
What do you mean?
Like my mom was like a facilities manager at like a strip mall, and I would just pick up garbage. I got like $20 a day.
Oh my God.
It wasn't me, but it was my brother that went in to help. And there was a battlefield of seagulls, and there was like dead seagulls and seagull feathers everywhere. They had like a war.
Yeah.
They had to pick it all up. But I just wanted to share that.
Now that we're on the topic of
Jobs.
oh no, I was gonna say dead animals.
Oh my god.
My-
What a great tangent.
My girlfriend hit a squirrel with her car. They'd like run out in the street, and there's been times where I've like swerved my car and like slammed on the brakes. So I don't blame my girlfriend for hitting the squirrel.
Same girlfriend that put a snake in.
And you know what she did to the squirrel?
No, do not.
She was
bro.
like, oh, I'm gonna see if a taxidermy store wants it later.
Why
So
would a taxidermy store want it later?
she put it in a fridge, and then we left the country, and now we're in Canada.
Oh my god.
And there's just a dead squirrel in my freezer right now.
Girlfriend seems to have a lot of brushes with death.
Yeah.
Do you think you're next?
Ooh. Thanks for having me over here in
Yeah.
your base freezer right now.
Girlfriend seems to have a lot.
Wants it later.
Why
So
would a taxidermy store?
my girlfriend hit a squirrel with her car. They'd like run out in the street, and there's been times where I've like swerved my car and like slammed on the brakes. So I don't blame my girlfriend for hitting the squirrel.
Same girlfriend that put a snake in.
And you know what she did to the squirrel?
No, do not.
She was
bro.
like, oh, I'm gonna see if a taxidermy store wants it later.
Why
So
would a taxidermy store want it later?
she put it in a fridge, and then we left the country, and now we're in Canada.
Oh my god.
And there's just a dead squirrel in my freezer right now.
Girlfriend seems to have a lot of brushes with death.
Yeah.
Do you think you're next?
Ooh. Thanks for having me over here in
Yeah.
your basement,
Of
Brody.
course, man. Yeah. I mean, I hope you're gonna like it here.
Oh, in Canada?
No, just. That's enough. That's on the books, dude.
Bryson, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
I'm gonna pick you up by your hair and swing you around.
Okay.
And he like while he's swinging, he's like, "Hey, my name is Bryson."
I can't catch a break.
It never ends, baby.
What peeves you, gentlemen? We're the pet peevers. What peeves you?
Like right before recording this, me and Nathan were playing like a shooting game. He goes in the voice chat and he's like, raise your hands. Who here has heard of Haminations? You guys like Haminations?
No, I didn't. Like, I think you guys can both agree with this. One of the most annoying things is like getting woken up in like a horrible way.
Oh, yeah.
My mother will have like a full-blown conversation with me when I'm asleep.
Yeah, dude.
No.
And it's like, dude, do you see what I'm doing right now? Like,
when I need to wake someone up, I'm like, hey, like, how you doing? Like, did you sleep
Yeah.
well? Like, but like, then like my parents come in and they're like, hey, what's up, big guy? Like, hey, you gonna get up? Pet peeve, flies. When they're flying all up in my face, like on my nose, like touching me, like, what do you gain from that?
on the topic of flies, mosquitoes, dude. Like when they're by your ear, like you're just like chilling or like you like having a conversation, and they're like.
Okay, so we've got this fly shotgun. It shoots like salt at them. Sometimes the salt gets in my eye, and I'm like, ah!
How?
Anyway.
What? Do you like look
'Cause
in it like a cartoon?
So I'll shoot a fly, and then it like falls down, and if it didn't die, it's like shimmying on the ground. I'm like, oh no, bud, your wings aren't working anymore. Oh, that's and then I end their lineage.
I don't use a salt shotgun. I use a real shotgun.
Wait, what?
On a bug?
My walls look like Swiss cheese. Hey, you liking the video so far?